This is the T39 Pro, an affordable wireless controller by EasySMX, designed for PC, iOS, Android, but primarily for Nintendo Switch. The T39 Pro offers Hall-effect thumbsticks, a built-in battery pack, as well as a number of other features which make it a perfect alternative to the Switch Pro controller. In this video, I aim to give you the information you need to help decide whether or not to pick one up. To do this, I will review the T39 in 4 main categories, and in the end, hopefully help you make an informed decision at the end. Before we get started, I have to mention that this controller was sent to me by EasySMX for the purposes of this review. But as always, this will have no impact on this video or my views discussed in it. I'll also mention that I've linked the EasySMX website in the description of the video, as well as a link to the T39 Amazon page, which you can check out if you are interested. But with all of that out of the way, let's get into it. What's up YouTube? My name's Gavlaaar88, and on this channel we talk about all things gaming accessories, and more often than not, controllers. Just like the T39 Pro. And as mentioned in the intro, we will be reviewing the T39 in 4 categories. Firstly, the price, including what's included with your purchase. Secondly, the design and key features, talking general aesthetics and any other standout attributes the controller has. Thirdly, customization, anything that you can do to make the controller your own. And lastly, how it is under use, the playtest, how it actually feels to play with. So as always, we begin with the price and what's in the box, as we all know how important the price can be in a purchasing decision. Well, what's the damage? Well, the T39 Pro is £27 in the UK, while the T39 is £22. In the US, it's $33 and $27 respectively, and in the EU, it's €32 to €26 respectively. So that's a very affordable price, but what do you actually get for your money? Well, of course, you get the controller. Next, you get this USB-C cable for charging the controller, and of course for wired play. I would say that I have seen higher quality cables supplied with controllers, but given the affordable nature of this package, I understand. Now that's pretty much it in the box, although you are supplied with an instruction manual, as well as this EasySMX information card. So as you can see, the T39 is an attractive package. But let's move on to the next area of the review and talk about the design and key features the controller possesses. Starting as always with the general aesthetics, and the first thing I notice is the colour. An almost ice white blue fading to darker at the bottom, which I love. The thumbsticks, D-pad and face buttons all share the same blue, while the home button as well as the start and options buttons are white. The T39 sports a partly translucent shell, and because of this you can see the screws that hold it together. I actually really like this and feel it adds some character to the controller. We also have the EasySMX branding at the bottom right of the controller, which is a nice touch. One of the main attributes I notice while using this controller is the durability, which is key as I feel the T39 is aimed at the younger gamer, or the gamer looking to play on the go. The dual shell design the T39 possesses creates an almost protective case, and it's a really nice feature. Cross-platform functionality is another key attribute, PC, Nintendo Switch and mobile being the standouts. Now we will talk about this more in a later section, but I found the T39 performs well on each of the platforms I've tested. Perhaps the most significant feature is the Hall effect thumbsticks, a much requested feature in the controller community as they can virtually eliminate stick drift. Some controllers at a much higher price point lack this feature, so it's great to see them implemented here. One exclusive feature to the T39 Pro is the NFC functionality, which allows you to take advantage of Nintendo exclusive features, such as connecting to your amiibos. A 600 mAh built-in battery allows for up to 21 hours of use, which is very impressive. Adjustable vibration levels and a 3-level turbo function round off the best bits the T39 and T39 Pro has to offer. So as we've seen so far, for the money we have a great package. But is there anything you can do to customize the controller? What can you do to make the controller your own? Well, unfortunately, as far as customization goes, there isn't much to shout about. Although we do have a number of other controller colours to choose from. Pure white, the weirdly named Geek Black, and the sky blue, which I have right here. So as I said, unfortunately, not much in the way of customization. But let's get into the last section of the review and discuss how the controller actually is to play with. Well, overall, I'm relatively impressed. It's light and feels comfy in your hand, although without textured side grips, so it could become a little slippy after prolonged use. I will admit I do suffer from sweaty hands while playing, and I feel side grips would definitely help here. In saying that, again, the controller feels great. The thumbsticks are fairly loose but nice to use. Precise and reliable, as is to be expected with Hall effect sticks. The face buttons are cushioned but feel tactile and responsive. And the D-pad, although basic, has a nice clickable actuation. An important point on any controller, for me especially, is the triggers. And the triggers on the T39 are decent enough. They have nice travel, but are a little springy for my liking. But again, this will add to durability. Having connected the T39 Pro to a few devices, I'm happy to say that the controller felt fluid, with no noticeable lag. It performed really well on Switch, which is great considering that this is the T39's target audience. So what's the verdict? Well, for me, the T39 is the perfect alternative to the Switch Pro controller. You cannot beat its budget price point. Its durability makes it a great choice of controller for younger gamers or for playing on the go or on commutes. It also has some nice features, headlined by the Hall effect thumbsticks. And the Pro model touts NFC support, allowing for amiibo compatibility. And touching on compatibility, the T39 has cross-platform support, again making it an awesome controller for mobile gaming. Although you can't customize the controller, there is a number of other color variations to choose from. And under use, the T39 holds up, with a strong battery life, a relatively comfy form factor, and never feeling laggy under my playtests. All in all, I feel for the money, you won't go far wrong if you decide to pick up the T39 or T39 Pro. But what's your thoughts? Are you considering picking up the T39 or the T39 Pro? Has my review helped you make a decision? Or are there any other controllers that should be taken into consideration? Remember to let me know in the comments below. As I mentioned before, I will have a link to the EasySMX website in the description of this video if you fancy taking a look. I'd also like to take the time to say thanks to EasySMX for sending me out this controller for review. I'd also like to thank you guys for watching the video. And if you have enjoyed, please do me a favour and hit that like button so we can push this video out to more people. And also, I'd really appreciate it if you considered subscribing. We are a small channel, but we are growing, so all the help would be awesome. But that's it guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. But until the next time, I'll catch us.